That's why we see in the middle night the whole nation and the whole people woke up for praying tahajjud and for praying the salah. And when the middle night will be happen, at that moment the whole field will covered by the people, and they are preparing for praying the salah and preparing the tahajjud. That's why that is seemed at this moment. It is the part of paradise. It is the portion of Jannah. It is the part of paradise. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Muzammil Haq. Today I am standing on the historical place that is known in front of the people around the world as a world-ijtema. And extremely, it is huge and holy land between the people. Particularly, it has much more reputation around the world. Even we know that the huge population from the all sides of this country and the outside have gathered and joined with this holy and Mubarak place for such an intention and for such a purpose, that increasing their faith consciousness. And how can increase the faith one to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one our prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and alongside, and they want to development, and they want to develop and improve their life in all sides and in all aspects of their life. Even this ijtema will be organized in every year, in every day, and every year for such an intention that the people can go out for tabligh for 3 months or 4 months, as they can be guided to the straight way, and they can be guided and they can be decorated themselves by the Quran and Sunnah. As they, according to that, the world-ijtema is organized in every year. So, according to this purpose, the huge scholars and greatest scholars, they have come in this holy place and that in this historical place to deliver the lecture. And we know that their lecture is much more effective, and it has much more influence that covered and that effect on every mind of the people. That's why we see in the middle night the whole nation and the whole people woke up for praying tahajjud and for praying the salah. And when the middle night will be happen, at that moment the whole field will covered by the people, and they are preparing for praying the salah and preparing the tahajjud. That's why that is seemed at this moment. It is the part of paradise. It is the portion of Jannah. It is the part of paradise. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent the rahmah from the sky, from the heaven, and the whole side of this Maidan and the whole side of this field, the main thing that is silent, and the rahmah and the favor of our prophet, of our Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has sent from the sky and from the heaven. The whole people, they are huge tendency to the worship. How can get Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How can implement? How can exploit themselves? And how can follow the path and the way of our prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Thus Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered it in the Holy Quran. And we know that this ijtema will be organized in the coming month, inshallah, and who will join and partake and join with this Mubarak ijtema, absolutely his mind and his life will be changed from everything. Even we know that the thousands of youths they have joined with this Mubarak ijtema, and they have said that all time that when we will partake and to join with this Mubarak Ijtema, my life will be changed. And we determined at that moment that we have to abandon and we have to refuse all wrong ways, wrong activities and wrong doing what we have done in our simple life. So I can invite all people and to our generation and to our population of this country, and that absolutely we have to join with this Mubarak palace, as you can be guided to the straight way and to the right way, and you can do the righteous work. Absolutely you see that you will see that your life will be changed, and you can decorate your life as the Quran and Sunnah, and Allah Rabbul Izzah will satisfy unto you, and He will give you the paradise, and He will grant you the Jannah. That it is our expectation, and we are hopeful on our Lord Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Absolutely He will accept us as a servant of His Islam. And other side, you know that every person and huge population of this country and outside of that country, and they know that Bangladesh is a very holy land for the such ulama ikram, and the for holy land, and particularly this land is very Mubarak and holy land for, and very blessing for this country particularly. You know that every person of around the world, they know that the Bangladesh has a much more holy and Mubarak land that is called in world-ijtema. And we know that after pilgrimage the huge and the greatest palace and the gathering center for the Muslim community, that is world-ijtema. So in the coming month that will be organized in the field of Turak, and the thousands of people and thousands of men and women, they will partake and they will join with this Mubarak Ijtema, and you have to join with this Mubarak Ijtema, and you have to remove your all things what you have done in your simple life. So I can invite you as a brother, absolutely will join, and your brother will be invited to coming in this Mubarak palace. So thank you so much, as in the last, as the Islam, the knowledge of Quran and Sunnah, it will be published around the world, and every person can understand that what is correct religion and what is the correct Islam. So I can invite you, please come and publish the Islamic knowledge and spread the Islamic knowledge over the country. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.